We live in a world on fire. Climate collapse is looming. Inequality is widening. And instead of standing shoulder to shoulder against these shared threats, humanity tears itself apart in endless cycles of conflict. The question is, why? Why, when the stakes have never been higher, do we fight each other instead of the systems that oppress us all? The answer is as old as empire. War is profit. Division is control. And the machinery of conflict, the gears of imperialism, the engines of resource control, the war economy, it exists to serve those at the top while keeping the rest of us in chains. Let's start with the foundation. Imperialism and resource control. Modern wars aren't fought for freedom. They're fought for oil, minerals, land, and power. Think about Iraq, Afghanistan. Even now, nations vie for dominance over rare earth metals needed for green energy technologies. It's not about protecting people. It's about who gets to profit off the planet's dwindling resources. Then there's the war economy. Defense contractors in the military-industrial complex thrive on perpetual conflict. Companies like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon rake in billions building weapons that devastate communities and destabilize regions. Their profits depend on war. Peace is their nightmare. But it doesn't stop there. The media, largely owned by these same corporate powers, shapes public consent for these conflicts. They sell us fear, painting enemies abroad while ignoring the crises we face at home. They never show the human cost, the children bombed, the families displaced. Instead, they glorify war as a necessity, a duty, a way to protect freedom. But whose freedom? Whose interests are really being served? War doesn't just kill, it divides. It pits nations against each other, cultures against each other, people against each other. It fractures global solidarity at a time when we need it most. While we're busy fighting each other, we're losing focus on the real enemy. Climate collapse, inequality, and the existential threats that face us all. Imagine if the trillions spent on war were spent on peace. Buckminster Fuller once said, "We must convert weaponry into livingry." That vision isn't idealism, it's survival. What if, instead of bombs, we built infrastructure? Instead of tanks, we created renewable energy systems. Instead of conflict, we forged alliances to heal the planet and lift each other up. Unity across borders isn't a dream, it's a necessity. The Enlightenment taught us that liberty, equality, and fraternity are the foundation of progress. But those ideals mean nothing if we let greed and division tear us apart. Tyranny, whether it's the tyranny of markets, governments, or ideologies, must not stand in the way of humanity's collective survival. This isn't just about ending war. It's about building something better. A world where resources are shared, not fought over. Where media tells the truth, not propaganda. Where humanity stands together, not divided. So I ask you, will we keep feeding the machinery of division? Or will we break it apart and build a better future? Will we let war and greed dictate our destiny? Or will we choose solidarity and survival? The great filter isn't just a theory. It's the test of our maturity. If we fail to unite, we fail as a species. But if we succeed, we can create a world worthy of our potential. A world where livingry replaces weaponry, where reason triumphs over fear, and where humanity rises together. This is our moment. Reject apathy. Embrace solidarity. Demand systemic reform. Tyranny must fall, and unity must rise. The future depends on us. Will we pass the test? Unity is survival. Solidarity is revolution.